Hello everyone! Yes, finally nag-price increase ang Ford Ranger Wildtrak 300 to 400,000 for this variant, which is our top of the line. But let me show you a tour of the 4x2 Ranger Wildtrak if sulit pa rin po siya for you. So the 4x2 Wildtrak is mated with a 2.0 turbo diesel engine. So it's just a single turbo. Here you'll be having your snorkel in case of flooding. This is for your water sprinkler, for your coolant. This is your battery and your computer box is over there. And here you'll notice a good amount of space. So just in case anything happens, sometimes there are unfortunate accidents. Your engine has a good space for protection. So sometimes the accidents will be only until here anyway. So yeah, this one is capable of as much as 180 horsepower and 420 Newton meters of torque. So any type of long rides, or even if you're in full capacity and fully loaded, this engine can take you to the farthest places that you have to take it to. So this is a very, very capable engine, especially the one in our top of the line 4x2 Wildtrak. The front grille and for the front image of the 4x2 Wildtrak, you have the very, very nice boxy type of F-150 design. So you have your C-clamp, LED, daytime running lights, you have your LED headlights, LED high beam, and your turn signal indicators. You have your gray grille, and you have this very, very elegant grill. So from the top it looks like a honeycomb, but if you look at it straight on, it's very, very open for more air intake for the engine. And then down here you have an open area here for your air intake, and you have your small bash plate and for your towing services over here. So yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for that. And then here you also have your LED front fog lamps. So here you'll notice in the hood it has a very muscular design. So a little bit aerodynamic here. But yeah, you have your two muscles there for your front part of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak. And you'll notice at once you have your roof rails. So it's a very, very good, sleek design, and at the same time very, very macho. For the side profile of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak, you'll notice at once your 18 inches dark gray mags. So this matches the color of your front grille, of your side mirrors, which I'll show you later. You have Goodyear tires, which is perfectly capable here, especially in the road and conditions here in the Philippines. So you'll see a little bit of the tire design. You have your mud flaps, just enough for city driving, for a little bit of off-roading. The purpose of the mud flaps anyways, so that the small stones and some water, they won't be damaging this part of your Ranger. So here you have your functional exhaust vents of the engine, since most of the air intake is here. Front grille, the snorkel, and then this is where the outlet will be, since the direction it will be like that. As I mentioned, this is also matching the front grille. You have your gray. So this is matching the color of the front grille of the unit. You have your turn signal indicators. Very, very big side mirrors. Okay, very, very nice. And what's nice about the Wildtrak, it's the functional roof rails. So these are not just ornament like other brands. This is actually functional and very, very nice and sleek in design. Yeah, let me give you a small top view. Okay. And then here you have your smart keyless entry, as well as your lock and unlock. And what's nice about this is you already have your anti-slip step board. So you can notice that you have some spikes here some spikes. These are for anti-slip. And then it's also like that. Since the feet, they're going like that. Not like this anyway. So yeah, very, very nice. Since the feet, they're stepping like that. Okay, so here in the rear part, you have your gas tank, which is open if the doors are opened and locked if the doors are locked. So diesel. So you will never have a mistake with that. Then here for the suspension, it's a leaf spring suspension. So it's very, very capable. So here, you have your leaf spring here. So this is capable of 1,200 kilos. Well, most of the time, it's not really going to reach 1,200, but at least you know that this Ford Ranger is capable of 1,200 kilos. And you'll notice for your brakes, you already have disc brakes for here and disc brakes in front. So which is not available in lower variants. So the advantage of a disc brake is it gives you faster braking response. So yeah, and then here you have your roll bar. So you also have you have your fashion bar, sorry. So you have the same design as the roof rail. So this one, sleek design. Some of my clients, they also clip some things here and clip it in the other side. So yeah, that's very much doable. But one of my favorite parts here is your rear back step. So this is also with anti-slip design. So you have your spikes here. So even the heaviest person you know can be using this one for the convenience of putting and unloading some things. So sometimes what I do is I step here and then I step here and then that's when I can get on top there. Part of your Ford Ranger Wildtrak. This is the 4x2 variant and you already have your lock for the tailgate, which is not available in other variants. So if you have your roller lid or trifold, if you're covering it up, of course it's important that you have a lock. Some other variants, they don't have it. This one, you also have central locking. If you lock the doors, this is also locked. That can be done. You have your third brake light. You have your brake lights. You have your tail lights, LED. And then, of course, you have your Ford Ranger logo. You have your rear camera as well as your Ranger engravement. So you have your rear sensors here. Okay. And then these ones are also anti-slip since you can step here actually. So in other variants, I mean in other brands, you cannot really use the steps here. But here at Ford, you can step on these. You can step here. You can step here. Yeah. Although your plate will be here anyway. And then you have the lights for your plate number at night. Okay, so for the bed liner, let me show you. This is also very, very light. So yeah. So what makes this light is this mechanism over here, the tailgate lift assist. So this is the mechanism that makes this very, very light. And what's nice about this is you have your original and very, very nice Ford bed liner. You have your 6 tie downs, which is one is here, then here, and then another here. So for both sides, and you have your 230 volts inverter. So yeah, that's a very, very good feature to have, especially if you're going to go camping or glamping, which is some of the uses of the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Now let's get inside the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So at once you'll notice it's very, very nice leather seats. So very, very elegant in design, very simplistic, but you have your stitching of the Luxe Yellow color, which is the flagship color of the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So you have your yellow stitching everywhere. I'll show you some later, but first let's start here with the door. So very, very nice. You'll notice the stitching here at once, and then you have your lock and unlock for the unit. So this is also for the gas tank. So if you're in a gas station, you still have to unlock the unit. And this is also available in the front passenger side, since we're assuming that the front passenger is also an adult. So here you have your door handles, for the windows, for the side mirrors, to adjust the side mirrors, and to fold the side mirrors electronically, and to lock the windows. So, okay, here you have your some silverish design. This is for your door handle, very, very nice. You have your cup holders. So yeah, very capable. And then here, some for spaces for your documents and whatnot. So here, in this part, you have your piano black trim here for the air vents here. You have some stitchings here. And what's nice about this one is you already have your cup holders, which is also available for the other side. And then this is for your the light in your bed liner. This is to off. This is for parking lights, automatic headlights, and headlights. And then this one is to activate the fog lamps. This is for your brightness of your instrument cluster here in front and of the touch screen. And then this one is for your headlight leveling, just in case your pickup truck might be loaded or fully loaded. So what this does is, for example, your pickup truck is fully loaded, so the headlights will be like this since it's loaded. So the effect of this one is your headlights might be going straight to the front eyesight of your other drivers on the road, so which is dangerous. So that's why we have this one for the headlight leveling. And then your adjustment for your steering wheel is here. So you have your telescopic and tilting. For your seats, this is very nice already. You have your power seat adjustment. So this is to go to the front. This is for the rear. This is down, up. This is for your back. And this is for your lumbar support, which is here. Okay. So now, let's get inside the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Okay. To start the unit, you just have to step on the brake and click here. So it's already a push start for the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Okay, so I'm getting notified by the 6 inches digital instrument cluster that we are 0 kilometers to empty. So basically, we don't have any fuel left. We're in handbrake. It's facing southeast. And then you have your transmission here. So park, reverse, neutral, drive, manual. 30 degrees for the temperature outside and 10.2 kilometers for your odometer. And this is for your engine temperature. So here you have for your steering wheel, you have your stitches here, which is very nice. Okay. So it's a Luxe Yellow, basically a gold stitch. And then this is to control the instrument cluster. This is to go back, up and down, click OK. Then this is for your music, to pick up and drop calls just in case your phone is already connected to the unit. And then this is for your cruise control, so to activate, to limit, up and down, to set, to exit or cancel, for your volume. And then this is for your voice command just in case your phone is already connected here. So here in the middle you have your 12 inches digital instrument infotainment touchscreen. This is very, very nice. So for the lower variants, you only have it at 10 inches. So this one is an extra 12 inches and a little bit wider as well. So the main feature of this one is for you to be able to connect your phone and to mirror some of your apps like Google Maps, like Waze, Spotify, even Viber, even Telegram, even Zoom. It's possible here except the videos. So that's for safety purposes. And then here, for your unit settings, you can see everything from the general. You even have your owner's manual here. So yeah, this is also for your infotainment. And then here, you can use this as well to control your aircon. So this is for your temperature here. This is for your temperature here. So it can be dual. It can also be not dual. So this is for your front defogger, for your foot air. And then this is to make the air circulating. You can also control your aircon here. So you can on and off it here. You can on and off the AC here. You can control the temperature. So this is 20 already. So in my side it's 16 for example. And then you can control your fan speed. Or you can do it here. Okay, a little bit. You can make it air circulating. This is for your hazard sign. This is to adjust the volume. On and off. Max AC, max defoggers. And then here, this is for your wireless charging. And you have your charging ports here anyway. Type C and USB type. Of course, you have your gear shifter. Very nice. This is to adjust. This is for your manual mode. This is your electronic park brake. So basically, this is still a park brake. You pull it, you just pull this like that. Then if you want to release it, you just click this. And then this one is for your driving modes. And this is to off the traction control. Let me click the driving mode so that you can see what happens. So I'll click it once. So from normal mode, you can make it eco mode. You can make it towing or hauling. And you can make it slippery mode. Let me put it back to normal mode. Then here, a little bit more, you have for your coins. This is for your cup holders. You have your nice functions here. And you have your compartment here and your 12 volts inverter here as well. So just in case you need your phone to be placed here, it's already rubberized. You have your compartment here and you have your compartment here. So very, very nice already for the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Your rear view mirror is already auto dimming. So in case the person at the back has a high beam, so this will absorb most of it. And then this is for your lights. So yeah, so basic, very, very basic. Here in the second row, your Ford Ranger Wildtrak, of course you have the same very, very nice and premium leather seats. It's just closed right now, but you have the stitching. So you have the gold stitching also here. Very, very nice. What's nice about the second row is you already have your air vents. So for the Ford Ranger Wildtrak, you have your Type C and USB type for charging, and you have your 230 volts inverter. So if you want to charge your laptop or if you want to do some ironing, it's all up to you to use the 230 volts inverter. So here, of course, you have your door handle, which is very nice for your windows, and you have your gold stitching. And this is actually leather soft touch. So very, very comfortable even for the second row of the Ford Ranger Wildtrak. So here you'll be given more than enough space. This is basically the maximum for the front driver position. And then here you have plenty of legroom. And this is your transmission tunnel. Okay, so that's a quick tour of the Ford Ranger Wildtrak 2026 already. This is the 4x2 variant. So the question, if sulit ba siya? Well, it depends if you have more than enough funds. If you have more than enough funds, you'll be getting basically the best 4x2 pickup in the market. So yes, sulit siya. But if you're in a limited budget, maybe the Ford Ranger Sport or Ford Ranger XLT might be the best option for you. I have full tour vlogs of them in our YouTube channel, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out some of those other videos. It might be helpful and the more appropriate unit for you. So yeah, please like this video if you found this useful, share it with your friends who you think it might be useful for them, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For any inquiries, you can contact me at 0936-994-6643. Thank you so much for watching.